So what are some of the factors that trigger a child who doesn't have access to education, a child whose families don't have any access to a sustainable employment, income. So when they don't have any choices, when you cannot prevent a person from taking certain risks, then these things comes into play. So basically what you see is when the system to protect a child fails, then that's when the exploitative elements comes in. But maybe at a localized level, you can also look at some of the, I don't want to use negative traditions, but some of the social norms and social practices where you favor, for example, if we go into certain villages, maybe in my country, for example, where the boys are favored when compared to the girls. When you have a choice of sending one of your children to school, where would you be sending a boy child or a girl child to school? So these gender biases also play into pushing children into certain sectoral, like children being trafficked into sexual exploitation.
And that's not exclusive to Burma
exactly,
either.
No, it's not exclusive to Myanmar. It's you can see that, world over in Africa, in the Latin America and in the Caribbean. So I think, so when systems fail and when but sometimes we have to know that it's not always social norms that's negative. It's the exploitation of the traditional norms that also is something we have to take into consideration. And if we look at...
Do you mean for religious purposes? Or?
No, yes, I think you're referring to some of the children that are being forced into begging, for example, in Senegal, or in some certain countries in Western Africa. It is considered that children will be sent to the city to learn to undertake religious studies. It's traditional for parents to send their children away. That tradition has been misused and has been abused. So it's not the tradition that's bad, but it's the exploitative element, it's people exploiting the tradition for their own benefit that is adding fuel to the situation.